Hey everybody, this is High Vibe Oracle here, and today we are doing a pick a card reading for the first, I want to say, half of 2023. We are getting to the end of the year, and I know a lot of us are wondering what is coming up for us in this next year. Is it going to be better than before? Is it going to be slightly worse? Hopefully not. Um, but as I said, this is a general card reading. So obviously, if this resonates, like, comment, subscribe. Definitely love to hear from you guys. We've got three decks here. First one is the Pure Magic Oracle deck and some Pyrite. We've got the the sacred self-care oracle and mahogany obsidian, which I friggin' love, by the way, and the spirit animal oracle deck and the amethyst. So if you guys want to take some time, if you want to go ahead and pause the video, figure out which one calls to you the most, and then go ahead. I'll have some timestamps down below. Go ahead and pick whichever one calls to you, and I will see you when we get there. For now, let's start with deck number one. All right, guys, welcome to deck number one. If you chose this, your pyrite crystal in our oracle deck. So let's see what the Pure Magic Oracle deck has for us for the first half of 2023. Let's go ahead and give this a quick couple of shuffles. That feels good. Alrighty, first card we have is Bridget. 333. Okay. Definitely growth vibes I'm getting from here. The number 333 was like the very first thing that kind of came out for me here. It's going to be a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of like nature. I don't know if you guys are like getting into plants or anything like that. I'm seeing maybe moving somewhere, or maybe going on vacation someplace where there's a lot of like natural elements um, that you can kind of like connecting more with nature and connecting more with just the natural world. I'm seeing for our first half of 2023. I also have Hecate's Path, Cycle of Light, Night Magic, Crossroads, and Letting Go. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so nice. Um, Definitely. This is kind of just getting rid of the junk, getting rid of just things that no longer are doing you well anymore. Just getting rid of it all. Um, Whether it's people that just kind of drag you down, no matter how much effort you put into building them up, um, or just like physical things that you've had and they had their purpose and they did wonderful for you, and now not so much. It's time to let it go. It's time to give it to someone who needs that energy now. You no longer need that energy. You can let it go now. So that's gorgeous. I love that as far as for you guys for the upcoming year. And when you do that, there's going to be just I love how wildness is the first thing that comes to me. It's just like you're able to just find new things to explore. You're able to find new puzzles. You're able to figure more things out about yourself. It's about making, I'm seeing choices here as well. So it's about also making better choices for yourself, letting go of those things no longer serve you and choosing the things that are going to be important. Important for you, important for your growth, for your happiness, which is awesome. I'm going to pull one more card from this deck and then we'll pull from a couple others here. Um, and then the last one I get here is Belladonna Visions, guidance, caution, stand firm. So um, definitely when you're making these choices, I want you to do it with open eyes. I want you to make sure that these are the choices that you want to make. So take your time. Don't rush into them. Um, I want you to make sure that you're going in this with both feet, with both your eyes open, and it's something that you know that you definitely want to do. It's going to be very, very important because the last thing you want to do is to let go of things that don't really have a purpose for you and then pick more things that turns out don't have a purpose for you. Last thing you want to do, right? So definitely like right here, it's a lot of transformation that I'm seeing in the first half of the year for you guys, which is awesome. I super, super love that energy for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle, see what other messages the universe has for us here. Things that are coming toward us, maybe some advice on like how to better just kind of take care of ourselves for the year, which is why this is one of my favorite decks of all time, because it's just like, hey, how about you just take a break? Sometimes it's just like, dude, just take a break. Let's see. I've got flow like water. Absolutely. Don't fight. Don't fight those feelings. Just um, be open to receiving the energy uh, that's coming in for the beginning of the year. Um, Kind of just see where things are going and understand that, yeah, that no longer has to go. Let that wash away with the tide, and let the tide bring in the things that you do deserve to have. I'm definitely seeing that, especially with Hake's path here, just letting it go, letting the flow of energy just kind of wash through you and move things along for you here. I'm also getting make an altar. Yeah, so definitely make a space for yourself. Um, I'm seeing a increase of spirituality in whatever religion that you have. Even if you don't have religion, if you're just kind of just taking just time to connect to yourself. Um, for many of us, it's connecting with our angels, our guides, our gods, whoever they may be, um, and just taking a moment to rediscover ourselves, rediscover who we are and what we're doing. What are we doing with our lives right now? That's what I'm seeing here with the Make an Altar as well. So definitely take that time and really just, what's the word I'm looking for? As my voice slowly starts cracking. Um, I want you guys to really take in the energy, um, let go of those things that need to be let go, and then kind of, you know, prepare space for those new things. Allow them to grow inside you, around you, and just taking this year and taking yourself in this year to the next level. So that's awesome. That's amazing. I love that energy. I'm gonna go into our sacred animal and see what they have to say to us here. I'm gonna cut that right down the middle almost. Eagle Spirit has your back. So yeah, just know that whatever it is that you're letting go of, whatever it is that you're going toward, know that you're not alone. You've got the universe behind you, your guides, your angels, everyone. You've got a team, dude. You've got like a crack team of ancestors and of guides who are there with you every step of the way. So don't think that you're kind of floundering by yourself. And I get this idea of don't think that you're drowning when you're doing this, because you're not. You've got people around you to make sure that you don't drown. You've got a whole team around you to make sure that you don't just kaput, that you don't kaput somewhere, which is awesome. So don't ever forget that you are absolutely protected and guided, and that for whatever it is that you want to do, all you have to do is ask for help, and you've got it, my friends. You absolutely have it. Let's see. Our next card says, bring a gentle touch. Absolutely. This year, what the universe wants for you to do is to be gentle with yourself. They want you to take care of yourself the way you would take care of a friend. Take care of yourself the way you would take care of your child. Because you deserve it. Because you deserve that care. You deserve that comfort. You absolutely deserve to be just nurtured. And we want you to make sure that you nurture yourself in the beginning of this year as you're letting things go, as you're allowing things to come in, as change and decisions are difficult. They're hard. You're doing so much. It's like, like when you haven't cleaned your room in like forever, and then you decide you just want to do a giant deep clean, and it almost takes you like 3 days, and you're like, why did I decide to do it? Because it ends up being more dirty at first and a complete wreck before you're done. And then when you're done, it's incredible, it's immaculate. That's what it is. Like, be patient, because this is going to be a messy process. This is going to be a super, super messy process for you. So don't get frustrated with yourself. Don't. Give yourself time. Give yourself care. Give yourself just a gentle push every once in a while when you feel discouraged. And then one last thing from here before we go into some tarot cards, because I got tarot cards as well. And from our tea leaf, we've got grapes. It is time to have fun. We have been, because I'm going to include myself here, we have been cooped up for too long. It is time to go out there and to really rediscover ourselves, to really reach out and do the things that we like doing, that we enjoy. Just get out there, man. Go out there, find something new. Be patient with yourself when you're learning it. Just go out there and just have a good time. This year for you guys is about being active, being in nature, being more aware of yourself, being more wild, just being more spontaneous, and being more at peace and at home with yourself, which is, I mean, dude, group one, you guys are going to have a pretty crazy first first half of your year. Like, it's totally going to be worth it. It's going to be chaotic, but it's totally going to be so worth it. Let's pull a couple tarot cards. Just some advice, maybe some things to watch out for, maybe some more awesome messages before we close this one out for you guys. But this is one heck of a start. This is one heck of a start to the year. This first half is going to be pretty insane. So let's see what they have to say for us today. I've got the Lovers. Okay, definitely big choices, definitely big balancing energy I'm getting from here. I've got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, don't take too much on for yourself. Definitely this one. Don't take too much on for yourself. Because I'm seeing it with the Bring a Gentle Touch as well as choices. There are a lot of them to be made, and a lot of it you're doing on your own. I mean, obviously, you have your guides and everything, but the choice ultimately is yours, right? Like, you're the one who has the final say. Um, don't take on too much at once. Remember, the first half of the year is 6 months. I'm not saying this is all happening in January, you know what I mean? So, um, know that this is a process, that making these choices is a process. It's going to take time. Don't overwhelm yourself when you're doing it, because these are important choices. These are important decisions that you're making in this first half. So I want you guys to make sure that you are doing as much as you can handle, that you're not biting off too much too soon, because I don't want you to get overwhelmed. And then, yeah, absolutely. And the same deal. Because there are so many things. There are so many things happening here. And I want you guys to be aware of that. I want you guys to know that you are doing so much, that you're making so many changes, but at the end of the day, you have to just make sure that you're not taking too many, because you're going to lose sight of yourself if you do. Especially when I see the Seven of Cups, and then I go back to Build on a Vision, which talks about clarity. Because there are so many choices, and there are so many decisions, and there are so many things you can do. You want to make sure that you're not going too fast, that you're not rushing, because you want to make sure that these choices are good ones, that these are choices that are for your highest good, that they are for your best interest, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, my friends. It's about making decisions about what's best for you. And that's really, really what matters. So we're going to end it here. This is guys, this is going to be, I feel, a great first half of the year for you guys. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and leave a like I said. Leave a comment. Let me know what group, if you got group one, and how you feel about it. And I will see you during our next readings. Bye bye. Hello, group two. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the mahogany obsidian, which I think is super pretty. I'm gonna put that over here. And the Sacred Self Care Oracle. So let's go ahead and see what we have in store for the first half of 2023. I mean, we'll be there in about, 2 weeks and some change. So we might as well give ourselves a tiny bit of a head start, yeah? Let's see what the universe wants us to know about the first half. Okay. First thing I have here is dance. Um yeah, I'm getting freedom vibes, guys. I'm getting like it's time to let loose. It's time to like just kind of get moving and connect with yourself through dance. Um I don't know whether you guys are like trying to learn like a new dance, or you guys are like have always loved dancing and never really thought about it, like doing it like more often or what have you. But definitely I'm seeing just kind of a freedom of movement, a feeling of joy in this first half. Definitely a feeling of kind of like I am able to move now in a way that I wasn't before, which is kind of awesome. I super love that for you guys. I also have ground yourself. So this is going to be, yeah, this is definitely going to be a year of kind of, I'm getting a putting yourself first vibe. Um and not so much like put yourself first because you're always been putting other people in front of you, but putting yourself first because you have been really stressed. This year has been stressful for you. If you picked this deck, if you're a group two, this year has been pretty bad, in one way or another, whether it's health wise, whether it's just kind of mentally, I'm feeling out of control. I don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore. Definitely getting that vibe of it's time to just reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your guides, reconnect with the earth, and just kind of bring yourself back to a point of center. I'm also getting beauty ritual. So definitely seeing this is the year you guys are, yeah, this is the year you guys are definitely doing you. Um, I don't know whether it's going to be like I'm seeing the nails, so it could be you guys are like going to be doing like more mani pedis. Dudes do it too. So if you're a guy and you're watching this, I'm not saying you got to get acrylics. I'm just saying take some time, get that hot rock massage, um, or just doing things that make you feel good. This is definitely, yeah, especially if you pick the self-help, this is like the self-care, this is definitely a time of you taking care of yourself in a way that you haven't had a chance to do before. um so like I mean from the inside out, the movement, the meditation, the beauty, whether it's something as simple as, man, I'm going to take the time every morning to put like lotion on my legs so my legs don't feel like dry and ashy. And oh wow, how much better I feel about myself by doing, this one thing that normally I'm too busy, I'm too rushed to take the time to do that. And now that I'm taking that time for myself, like how much better I feel for doing it. Um, so I'm definitely getting that from you guys as well. And the last one is be still. Um, so definitely I'm getting this vibe of I am this is the year for me. This is the year that I improve myself so I'm better. Even if it's for even if it's because so I can be better for others. It is finally you're understanding that sometimes you do have to take care of yourself before you can take care of other people. It's like when you're in a plane and they're like, "Hey, if the oxygen level drops, the masks are gonna fall off." You put the mask on yourself first, and then you help the people around you, because there's no point in doing all these things for other people when it's just going to drain yourself away. Because you don't want to do that to yourself. You don't. Like, you really don't, though. Because if you end up doing that to yourself, how much help are you going to be to other people if you're completely wiped out? You know, like how are you going to help others if if you're in dire straits yourself? You can't do that to yourself. You need to take care of yourself. Stop taking care of other people instead of yourself. Take care of yourself for a little bit. This is about you finding that time to take care of yourself for this half of the year, which is awesome. And I love it. Let's see what else. Now that I'm done preaching, let's see what else that the first half of this year has for you guys. What other things do you guys need to be aware of? I think this will be the last one. Shallow cut because I can. Raising winds, magical release, calling, intention, stronghold. Yeah, this is something that you guys have been putting off for some time. But this is something that has to happen. This is, for some of you, this is actually a completely different way of life. When I see like calling and intention, and I'm seeing like dancing and grounding yourself, like, you guys might be getting into maybe like yoga and things like that, like as an instructor, like not just like learning how to do something, but learning how to do it so you can teach others, which is awesome. I'm also, for a lot of you, this is the time to set your intention um, for what you want, by grounding yourself, by doing that movement, by kind of reconnecting to your body and setting intentions for the things that you want. There is a power in that, an incredible power in that. Um, and so I want you to really be mindful of the things that you want, and to use those things, to use that meditation, to use use that dancing as a way to reconnect with yourself in order to really bring more of the things that you want, more of the things that you need in life into the surface. So that's amazing. I'm going to do another shuffle because I feel like I should probably shuffle it again. Just once. Do a cut. Okay. Wow. Group 1 got the exact same card here, the Belladonna Vision, which is about guidance and clarity and stand firm. And I'm seeing that with the be still. Whatever it is that you're doing for yourself, I'm getting the don't waver. Um, don't waver when it comes to taking care of yourself. Just don't do it. Um, don't waver when you're dreaming and you have this vision for the future and you know it's what you want to do and you're not sure whether you should, or you're not sure what your parents are going to think or what your friends are going to think or what people in your family or people that you work with, or forget that. Forget that. As long as you clearly know what you want to do, as long as you know that you've taken the time to think it through and you know that's what you want to do, don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let anyone tell you different. It is your life to live. You've got, like, you got this one body and you got this one life, and it's time to take care of it. It's time to take care of your body. It's time to take care of your life. It's time to take care of your vision, of your dreams. It's time to actually go forth and pursue them. Um, and in order to pursue those dreams, the first thing you need to do is take care of yourself. I got the hierarchy of needs in my head right now. Like, your basic needs, like food, shelter, and stuff. And then as they go further up, it gets more, esoteric. Like, I have that in my head right now. And that's what this first half for you is about. It's about somehow you've lost sight of the basic things that you need in order to feel good about yourself, in order to feel good in general. And it's just reconnecting with those basic needs. And once you do that, I mean, the path becomes clear at that point. Once you've figured out the basics, you're able to move forward, you're able to go forth. And that's, God, that's really like the big message here is care for yourself and the rest will follow after, which is amazing. And I love that. And so I'm really hoping you guys take this to heart. Please, please, because you guys have been doing so much for other people, and you need to really just take a moment and just take some time out for yourself, man. Do things that you need. Be okay in order to be okay in the world. Let's see. This one wanted to jump out. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. Absolutely. Um, Especially with the calling right on top of the ground yourself. This is you kind of realizing, like I said, this is you realizing that in order to do what you love, and for many of you, I'm seeing service, being of service to people, in whatever shape that takes. In order to be the best at what you do, you have to take care of yourself. And for the first half, you're starting to see, like, how true that is. You're starting to see how true that is. You're starting to see that, oh yeah, I really do need to, put the mask on myself first so I can breathe, so I can help other people put on the mask so they can breathe, which is awesome. I love that for you guys. And then I also get antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. So yeah, this is an acceleration of your purpose. Once you have those basics down, once you know exactly what you're doing, and where you want to go, it's going to start. Once you know exactly where you want to go and exactly what you want to do, it is going to just start. Um, so just be ready for it. Be ready for it, and keep that base with you in that first year, like in that first half of the year, because the moment that things click, it's going to go into overdrive for you guys. You're going to go like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I've figured it out. I've cracked the code. I know what I want to do with my life, and the universe is going to be great. Finally, awesome. Sounds good. Don't look now. But here we go. So it's very important, and I think it makes a lot of sense you guys picked this deck and picked the self-care, because this year is going to require quite a bit of it. So you don't lose sight of the things that you want to do, that you love to do. Because trust me, if you're not taking care of yourself, the things that you love to do are going to feel like a chore, because you didn't take care of yourself first, because you're depleted. And you don't want to, you know, run a marathon when you've got nothing in the tank. So you've got to take care of yourself. Let's get one thing from the tea leaf deck. Okay. Before we get some these are oracle cards. Before we get some tarot cards in here, empty chair. Someone is leaving your life. Interesting. Um, yeah. Someone's not going to be very happy about this. Someone's not going to be happy about this. Someone is going to be like, but hey, you're supposed to be here for me. You're supposed to be taking care of me. What are you doing taking care of yourself when you can be taking care of me? Hello? I'm important. And that's not fair to you. When you start taking care of yourself, the people who want what's best for you will be applauding. They'll be like, you go, you do that thing, you take care of yourself. It's about time. You deserve it. Um, but there are people who are narcissists, and they're like, but what about me? It's all about me. It's all me, 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 me. And they're not going to be okay with it. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. They're just gonna have to not be okay with it. Like, you need to take care of yourself. Listen to me, listen to me. You need to take care of yourself. Period. If they can't accept the fact that you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of them, before you can do things to help them, and they decide they have to leave, goodbye. Bye. Have fun. Go somewhere, because you deserve better than that. You deserve better than to be an afterthought, because you're not. You're important, and you deserve to be treated that way. So taking care of yourself might ruffle some feathers. Some people may decide that, oh, well, obviously I'm not important enough to you, so I'm gonna leave. Yeah, obviously you're not important enough to them, so they gotta leave. That's the truth. Which, I mean, is good, because it leaves room. It leaves room for someone else who actually deserves you to show up and be there for you. So I say no harm, no foul. That sounds good. It's about time. Take care of yourself, sweetheart. That's what it's all about. Let's pull just a couple of these cards here from my tarot deck before we wrap this up for you guys, group 2, but I love this for you guys. I love this like, I gotta take care of me, like, because everyone gets to this point at some time, and I'm so glad that you guys are getting to it now because you guys deserve it. Let's see, one last shuffle. Cut that mess. Yes, absolutely. Ace of Pence, my friend. So there is definitely opportunity in like right over calling. Remember I was talking about like you find your calling once you take care of yourself. You find your and this is and if you guys have been here before, I think it was for one of my readings I was talking about when you do what you're meant to, when you pursue your calling, when you pursue your passions, um opportunities come. You're able to live a life that's comfortable. You don't, I'm not saying that like everybody who follows their calling makes like 7 figures. What I'm saying is that everyone who follows their calling lives a life that they want. And that's what life is about. It's about learning about yourself, about pursuing the things that make you get up in the morning and go, heck yeah, I get to do this for a living. That's what's up. And going for it. So Ace of Pentacles coming in for the first half of this 2023 coming up is incredible. And I love it. And it's awesome. And just great things are going to be happening for you guys once you reach the midway. Once you reach the midway mark of the year, you'll be seeing things coming your way. You'll be like, wait, how? What? Cool? Yes, please. Sure, I'll do that. Absolutely. I've also got Page of Wands. So definitely new passions, new callings, new things happening. You're gonna find some really great ideas by taking care of yourself, by grounding yourself. I have definitely done that before. When I want to draw something, or if I'm thinking about doing like writing something or what have you, and I'll like meditate and it'll be like, oh, wait, what about this? That'll be fun. And like, then I'm like, oh, hey, that's a good idea. I'll try doing that. Um, so absolutely, when you take some time to just sit there and just chill for a while, you'll get bouts of inspiration. Like that's going to happen no matter what. That's going to happen. So definitely look forward to getting those sparks in the first half of the year. And our last card, Two of Wands, right next to the Be Still, and right, stand firm. I love it. 10 out of 10. You can't make this up, guys. Trust yourself this first half of the year. Trust yourself. Trust your judgment. Your instincts know, like your intuition knows what it's doing. It knows exactly which way to go. So don't doubt yourself when you're making your choices, when you're making your decisions, when you're deciding on what's best for you. Listen to your heart. Listen to your gut. You have the answers. You just have to listen to them. That's the big message. That's the big message for the end of this is when you are making these decisions, when you are taking care of yourself, when you're deciding on your calling, when you're deciding on what is best for you, no one knows that better than you do. No one. Not a one. So trust that. Trust yourself. Okay? So that is it for group 2. I'm going to go to group 3 in a second. But if you liked this, if this resonated with you, go ahead, like this video, comment that you got group 2. Tell me how you feel about it. I would love to hear from you guys. But that's it from me. And I will see you guys during one of my next readings. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. Welcome, welcome. This is your reading for the first half of 2023. Here's your amethyst. Get you guys a better look at this lovely stone here. And we are starting off with the sacred animal, the spirit animal oracle deck. Let's see what messages, let's see what insights, what encouragement we've got for the very first half of 2023. Can you imagine? Can you believe that we're almost there? I cannot believe 2022 is over already. It has been crazy. But I don't know about you guys. I am super excited to see, what this year has in store. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see, we're going to start out with Wolf Spirit, turning knowledge into wisdom. Okay. I'm definitely seeing like this year, 2022 has been a year. And you've learned quite a bit, for better or for worse. I'm seeing that you guys are taking that and turning it into, you're just turning it into wisdom. You're learning how to avoid the things that you ran into. This year, you're going into this year better than you were before, wiser than you were before, more aware of your surroundings than you were before. And just, I'm getting caution as well. I'm getting a very cautious energy here, as in like you guys really did kind of go all out this year. And maybe this year you're gonna, like this year coming, you guys are deciding to be just a little bit more reserved. But don't worry about that. Otter Spirit, you are never alone. You guys are, I see the heart here. You guys are loved so much by your angels, by your guides, by the universe, source, God, whatever you want to call it. You guys are super, super loved. I keep on looking at 42. If you guys know, you know, it's the answer to life, the universe, and everything. So when I think about that and I think about the wolf spirit, like you guys really do have answers. Like you guys really do have the wisdom to kind of run through this year in a way that you weren't able to in 2022, which is great, which is awesome. And the key to that is just kind of going into it with a spirit of love, with a spirit of community as well. You guys definitely have a friend group, or will get a friend group. For our lone wolves out there, we'll get a friend group that will be very, very important to you, like finding your soul tribe. I'm getting that kind of vibe here. So that whatever you went through 2022, you won't have a repeat of it for 2023, which is awesome. It's amazing and I love it. I also have the fox spirit, think on your feet. So a lot of spontaneity happening. The first half, you guys might be going on a trip. I'm seeing maybe you guys are just going to like decide I'm done with this job. I'm leaving and I'm going to be doing something else, something that I really want to do. Um which is a good idea. Um Normally I would say, "Whoa, hold on there, buddy." But it doesn't seem like this is something that you guys would do without forethought. When I see the wolf spirit here with the fox spirit, I'm seeing that, I mean, it is thinking on your feet, clearly, like you're making this decision, but it's also not without knowing exactly how to take care of yourself in the meantime, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, like whatever it is that you're deciding to do is going to go well. I'm seeing that. So that's not a problem. Besides, you have that friend group, you have that support group, you have your guides, you have your angels, you've got a team around you in the physical and the metaphysical world that is going to be there to support you no matter what you decide to do, which is super awesome. And then I'm just going to pick one last one. I think I'm going to pick from here. Oh, yay! Believe in yourself. Absolutely. So this is definitely, we'll put this away. Um, this is definitely a time where you're becoming more confident in the things that you want, in the things that matter to you. Um, wow. All three groups have been kind of like, I mean, decisively different, but kind of the same. Um, but this is definitely like, I'm seeing that whatever it is that you went through 2022 is not happening this year. Whatever you're deciding to do is going to be spur of the moment. It's just going to just come in like a bolt from the blue. And then you're like, I'm gonna just do this now because I can and I know how to do it. And I know I can do it. And I've got people that I can count on if things get rough, which is awesome. You guys are really, really going to do something crazy in this first half of the year. I personally can't wait to know what it is. For some of you, it's leaving a job. For some of you, it might be moving out of the country. Like, you guys just might decide, like, dude, I'm gonna go backpack in, like, like Central Asia or something. And they're like, oh, all right, cool. All right, cool. But whatever it is, it's, you guys are gonna have a big adventure. I got this huge adventure vibe coming out of this group. It is a vibe. I'm all about it. I am super about this vibe right now, guys. Like, you guys don't even know. Let's see what else. What else the universe wants us to know? What else spirit wants us to know about the first half of 2023? Because, like, yikes, this is some crazy, crazy energy here, and I'm all for it. Let's see, one more of these. Let's see. Do a cut. Snakeskin, information, secrets, body language. Okay, and senses, yeah. Especially with turning knowledge into wisdom, you guys are definitely like shedding. You guys are like shedding your skin. With the things that you know now, like there is this crazy transformation coming here that I didn't quite get in the other groups. Like everyone is moving forward. Everyone is transforming. But you guys are so wild with it. You guys are so wild with it that it's blowing my mind. Just body language, senses, like there's just going to be such a complete change in you this first half. Like, people are not going to know who you are. They're not going to recognize you guys. They're going to be like, hey, wait, when did you do this? When did you decide this was what you were going to do with your life? Wow, I was wondering where you've been for like the past month. That's crazy. Like, you're going to be, excuse me, almost unrecognizable. This is some crazy energy. I love this. I'm going to cut one more time. And then I've got mirror magic, lunar life, past lives, spectrum, and self-care. Self-care definitely comes out of here. And lunar light as well. So a lot of intuitive energy I get here as well. Trying to organize my thoughts. You guys are blowing my mind right now. There's definitely a energy of like, because your intuition is just off the charts right now. That's why you're able to think on your feet, because you know that whatever that you're deciding is right. You're super, super in tune with yourself here. It's this crazy alchemy of internal knowledge and external information, and just making just like gut decisions, like 1-inch punch, like cutting a hole through, and just pulling yourself out of this whatever rut you were in 2022. Like, you guys know the Queen song, right? I want to break free. Like, that just, I want to break free. That's what came in my head right now. Like, there is, like, you know exactly what's happening. You know exactly what you want to do. You know exactly how you want to do it. By the end of this first half, I'm not sure you guys are even going to recognize yourselves. Because there have been so many changes to you on an internal level and on an external level, that the person that you were in 2022, that might as well have been another life ago. Past lives, it might as well have been another life ago, because you are completely a new person now. You've completely shed your skin and come out anew, which is insane. I am dying right now, guys. Like, group 3, you guys are like wilding out here. I cannot even deal with you guys. This is so crazy. I love it. Let's see. From the self-care oracle, spend time with friends. You are not alone, my friends. Spend time with your friends. Your friends are going to be super important during this change, because it's important to have a support system. And these guys are going to be able to move this up so everybody can see everything. Having those friends are going to be super important. Bring them into your thought processes. You'll be surprised how many people you know are on that same wavelength. Like, soul tribes are like that. Like, you will have known them from years. And then you'll be like, hey, I'm doing this now. And they'll be like, oh, cool. Yeah. Do you want to know some information about this, and the other? Because, like, I've been doing that for like a couple years now. Or like, I used to do it in high school. I still know like a whole bunch. Like, it wouldn't take much for me to like, take it back up, because, we're all ride or die around here. So definitely spend time with your friends during this transformation. You got to have somebody with you. You got to have somebody with you. So you might as well just take your friends, dude. Just spend time. Uh, Make sure you don't lose that sense of community with the people that you love. Super, super important. And spend time with animals. Do you have a pet? Do you want a pet? Like, I have a cat. Her name is Cherry, and she is a doll. She is a quiet, very independent doll. But when we spend time together, when I'm just sitting there on a laptop and she lays on my leg and just starts purring up a storm, it is some of the best moments of my life. It's there's something so nice about connecting with animals. If you have a pet, I would say spend time, play with that pet. If you don't, go out in nature, go out on a nature walk and look for birds. Birds are amazing creatures. I can look up in the sky and watch birds fly all day. I really can. Just take some time and just be out there in nature and connect with it, connect with animals, which is funny because like you guys picked the spirit animal deck. You guys might want to check out and figure out what your spirit animal is. It could be one of these four, honestly, if you picked this group. And just kind of connect to it, whether connect to them, whether it's face to face, whether it's maybe watching a documentary, just taking that time and just learning about animals and learning about nature and taking that time to really, just grow closer to the world that we live in. That's going to be very helpful, especially when you think about like thinking on your feet and intuition and gut feelings. And there's no better guide, there is no better mentor, there is no better example for following that instinct than animals. That's all they do. They follow their instincts, and their instincts are impeccable. So absolutely take that time, spend some time with your friends, whether they're two-legged or four-legged, winged or not. Oops, oops, oops. Okay. Well, aren't you guys special? Normally, I only take one of these, but two fell out. So you guys get two. Oh my God. Great happiness. I got the harp and great happiness. You're on the road to success. Guys, y'all are a magic group, man. Like, what in the heck? Okay. Um, Absolutely. You guys are definitely on the road to something fantastic. 2023, especially the first half, is going to be some next level stuff, guys. Next level. I am flabbergasted. I haven't even gotten to the tarot cards yet. Like, this is just the oracles for this upcoming 6 month period. But it's gonna be a wild ride, but a good one. Um, Phew. Okay, a couple of tarot cards, and then we are going to call it for group 3. Just gonna shuffle these up. I don't know if anything else is gonna pop out like those two did. They definitely want to come out and greet you guys because you guys have got some incredible energy going into this new year. This new year is going to be a fantastic one. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, guys. Okay. So these two came out first. I got the Ten of Pentacles. So um definitely, especially when we're talking about like you're not alone, hang out with friends. Ten of Pentacles does have a huge family vibe as well. Clearly, it doesn't have to be your biological; it could be your found family. So there is definitely prosperity and happiness and joy and comfort in having your friend group. So it's going to be very important to keep contact. But also, I want you guys to know that this is a process. Um, this is the first half of the year, and that's like what, 6 months? So it is going to be a process. Like, you guys right now are planting the seeds. These seeds have to grow. This transformation does not happen overnight. This is something that is going to take its time. Now, when it happens, it's going to be incredible. But you have to understand that you have to allow time for it to happen. Gosh. Good Lord. But great energy here. Very stable energy as well, with the Pentacles being the earth element here. So whatever this is something that's not as wild as this energy is. It's energy as well, which is beautiful. And I'm so happy to know that, because that means that whatever is happening right now is happening for the long term. Whatever is happening right now is something that is going to serve you guys for quite some time. And that's super important, because it is a lot of energy to transform, especially in the way that you guys are doing it, in the crazy, like, wild, I'ma just up and backpack across Europe way. I don't know why backpacking abroad keeps on coming up to my mind. Maybe some of you guys are thinking about that, but just crazy travel, like, I'ma just like leave everything behind and just go